audio engineer, Josh.
Not terribly close.
Pew,
Okay.
pew, pew, pew. I wrote 5 down.
July.
Okay.
Could you imagine if we weren't
if we did
recording?
the whole thing? I would literally poop my pants. I'd be like, "This is fun, great. This is a good time."
Remember when the whole first episode sucked, and then we were gonna re-record the entire 2.5 hours?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh, it's because the way it records, we figured it all out.
Well, yeah,
oh my god, that was a hot mess, and it took me till fucking midnight.
I felt so bad. I was
now
like, we don't have to do a
2 hours.
podcast anymore.
Oh my
we
god,
just don't have to.
It takes me 2 hours now, which is like nothing compared to what happened the first time.
Are we sure it's 5 though? We released in July or recorded in July?
We recorded in July and posted on August, right? Wait,
no, I think you're wrong.
Probably.
I think it was. I'm gonna turn my phone to not fucking.
Okay, bye.
I'm pretty sure.
Did you drop that? On
Oh,
purpose?
yeah.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
you just like.
Oh no, I was like, where do I put it? And then I just dropped it.
First podcast, July 19th. Coming soon. Podcast app near you. Dropping on July 26th.
Okay, so we recorded in July and posted in July, and then we were gonna record. Okay, so July, September.
August.
Wait a minute. You're right. August.
Wait a minute.
October. November.
Which is now. We're doing November's.
It's really fucking me up that we recorded.
Yeah, then we do it in the first. Yeah.
So this is episode 5.
Yeah. Because we're doing November's episode, but we're uploading on December.
That fucks me up every time.
It fucks me up too. I have to think about it really fucking hard.
Clearly, we just had to look it up.
Welcome to episode 5. I'm Danielle, and this is Morgan. And this is Boosted and Reviewed. It's a lot today. We also really planned fucking well again. Welcome to the podcast.
I'm really still focused on, and this is Danielle.
Danielle Morgan.
Get your fucking hands out. That was really hard.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Oh my god. I just
This was
broke your
the
hand.
abusive best friend relationship.
That's okay. You deserve it. Welcome.
Do you like my new beanie?
No, it's ugly. What's your sweatshirt? I was looking at your sweatshirt.
Ariana Grande.
Of course it is. You're like really hipster vibing right now.
I know I am. You know,
Okay.
we went and hung out with Nick and Aaron yesterday.
Yeah.
And freaking Nick is an idiot and doesn't know words. So he goes, Danielle, I think you're bougie. And I'm like, I think I'm the least bougiest person. And then he goes, no, like you would be like, you should live in Vermont and then like smoke weed and go hang out in the mountains. I'm like, that's not bougie, my friend.
That is the complete opposite of bougie.
I was like, you are very wrong, my friend.
Does he listen to the podcast? Okay.
He doesn't know how to read.
He doesn't have to read to listen to a podcast, Danielle, you fucking asshole.
It's fine. He's mean to me. He calls me old all the time.
So do I. You're fucking...
Anyway.
I don't like your fingers in my face.
It's episode 5, baby.
It's gonna be the most fucking...
Insanity. I woke up.
Did you have coffee this morning?
No. You know
what did you ingest today?
An acai bowl. You know those like fancy bowls?
Acai bowl?
Yeah.
Definitely not bougie. Can't fucking say acai.
That was tasty.
Was it?
Yeah, it was so good.
Did
I
you
had
make
it last night for dinner, and then I had leftovers. And
Did you make it?
Breakfast. No, I did not. I went to a place in Saratoga, and the boys.
Oh right, you went to dinner.
Yeah. The boys got Chinese, and Aaron and I got acai bowls.
Okay, you'll do better next time.
Do better. I don't know why mine's so. There we go. There.
Okay,
I was like
hold
this.
on to it. You have to hold on to it though, so you don't fucking knock it over in the middle.
Oh,
of the
that's fine.
show
Well,
again.
yeah, I'll just hold like this, right?
Yeah, but you like throw your hands around a lot.
I do. I'm sorry. Anyway,
so we've decided that this is episode 5. This is Boozed and Reviewed. Danielle.
Morgan.
All right. Well, I mean, we can get started. We've been recording for like
we've been
45 minutes.
introducing each other all day.
What are we sipping on, Danielle, besides these really trashy water solo cups.
So it was my choice this month. Woo! And I've been looking at this product for a while because the cans are tie-dye. And we got Bud Light seltzers, and they're tie-dye cans. So
we have, what flavor is that?
So this is blue raspberry. Oh wait, not just blue raspberry, blazing blue raspberry. And then we've got chill cherry limeade.
Okay.
And the last one is groovy twisted berry.
I'm excited for this one.
I think everybody, you know how blue raspberry is always good, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be tasty. I have a feeling this will be my favorite.
I don't like. I'm obviously still gonna try it. I don't like cherry.
Yeah.
Anything, and cherry lime. I feel like lime makes cherry worse, in my opinion.
So, do you wanna one of us drinks out of the cans, one of us drinks out of the glass? Because I know Mike just had the flu. So.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Okay.
Then we can do that. I forgot about that.
How about you drink out of the cans, and I'll drink out of the glasses.
Okay.
Because then whatever one you like the best, you can drink that.
Okay. I'm just looking to see what the percentage is. Oh, it's 5%. Okay.
That's normal. Oh, that's very blue.
That reminds me of
Oh, it
Baja
smells
Blast.
good. Oh, okay, not there.
This smells good.
Wow, their color, they're so pretty.
Okay, ready?
Wow. Well, they're very if you want them for July 4th, boom. There's red, white, and blue for you.
Okay, so which one do you want to try first?
Ooh, that smells so good.
Okay, let's get it over with.
Oh, wait, no,
Oh,
switch.
yeah. Sorry.
Oh, take it. I'm gonna get you. Ooh, I like that. What? Okay. Remember when I laughed when you said wieners, aka genitals?
I'm crying. You just looked straight through me and said, "They're coming to get you." Holy shit. That was funny. Okay, yeah, let me try this.
You're not gonna like it, but I like it.
No.
Okay. I'll drink that. I like it.
You can fucking have that.
I like this a lot.
I mean, to be fair, I said I wasn't going to like it. Is my makeup running from my eyes?
No, you're good. I always tell you. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Which one do you want to try next?
Let's do the blue raspberry because you've been looking forward to that. Okay.
Take it. Take it. Tastes like Kool-Aid. Like a watered down Kool-Aid. Admit it's better than the...
It is. I don't really like it still, though.
Okay.
I mean, well, let's try the last one first.
Okay.
Let's try the last one.
Take it. Take it.
I like this one.
It tastes like lemonade.
It does.
It has very lemonade-ish.
So,
okay, let's put them in order of the way what we like from... So, this will be number one. This will be the last.
Well, if we do that in the opposite order, first and last, they're already in order for me.
In order? Okay, so I would put this second, this first,
that last.
Yeah.
So I think we have a mutual friend, Shanza, who, when we tried those horrific...
Those were so bad. So
seltzers,
bad.
I hyped them up on Friendsgiving. I was like, Shanza, I have these really good seltzers that you need to try. You just really need to try them. Tell me what you think. And she took a sip of it, and she was like, they're pretty good. And I was like, okay, well, you can have them. And she was like, what? Why? And I was like, because they're fucking disgusting. But she put Mio in them.
And they tasted 10 times better.
I tasted it, and honest, I would drink it.
Yeah.
With the Mio in it. So I think for the blue raspberry.
If you put a blue Mio in it, that would taste... Even if you did a different flavor that would match with the blue raspberry, it would be tasty.
I think there's no saving that one for me, but that's just me. I don't like I just don't like cherry, period. I like
flavors.
cherries, but I don't like cherry flavored anything.
Yeah, because they do sometimes taste fake, you know?
And then cherry limeade. I know that's a really, a lot of people like cherry limeade.
No.
Cherry, no.
They're not that bad, though. They are better than the Aloha bullshits we had last week. Why do I keep saying last week? It feels like last week.
It feels like 3 months ago for me.
Oh, really? Last month. These are good, but I would say High Noons and the previous seltzers we've had before are better than this.
I think the wine is still my favorite.
The apple pie wine.
Yeah.
That shite was so good.
I'm still for the apple pie wine being my number one.
Mm-hmm.
God, we have to write down what we...
I know, I can't remember. I would say that, like, the Freezy Pops are above these. They're so messy, though. I would say
because they're
Freezy
messy.
Pops above the Aloha bullshits.
The Aloha bullshits by themselves. Right. No, like, additional anything.
No additional Mio. No.
Yeah, I think the Alohas are going to be last for me. I agree with the Pops.
These aren't bad.
They're not bad. I think the wine is still number one for me.
Same.
High Noons were the other one.
Yeah, we had
5 episodes.
we had High Noons. The Freezy
Pops.
Pops were our first one.
Wine.
The wine.
The
And then
island,
Aloha
and
and,
then
these.
this. Okay.
Yeah.
So last is Aloha. Second to last is the Freezies.
Freezy Pops.
I think
I would put these
really?
next.
I think I would put
The High Noons are good. And I think that, like,
Yeah.
if we got different flavors than the ones I picked out,
I liked mine. That's the thing.
I did not like the pineapple.
Did you try the mango?
I did, and I liked it.
Okay. I think
Here's the thing, though, you got to think of. You're getting, I think I got like 15 in this for 15.
and then you paid 4 or 8 for
I paid 8 for 4. So that's where
we're
that
doing a
kind
lot
of
of
goes
factors
down.
here.
Yeah, it goes down
God.
for me.
Well, I didn't pay for those, so I don't. That's not a factor.
I know,
for
but
me.
like if you wanted to, like, this is for
Yeah.
people who want to go out and buy these, which they're probably
That's
not even
true.
listening.
You know
about
what? I think I'm gonna agree with you. I think High Noons, or I'm sorry, these.
Yeah.
High Noons.
And then the apple
Wine.
wine. That wine was so good and it was affordable.
Yes, it was only like $8.
Yeah.
$10 maybe.
Yeah.
It's very good.
All right. That is it.
This
So
is-
out of 5 stars.
Here we go. Okay, are we
I'm going 3.
am I rating
Just rate it off your first initial thought. Just like no thoughts. Just go.
maybe like a 3.5 or a 4?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Because I really like this one. I think that one can be saved. So if it's only based on this, maybe a 4.
Okay, I like them all.
If it's based on like the entire, because there's only 3 flavors in the pack,
Yeah.
then I would probably go like a 3.
Yeah, okay.
Because I only like one of them.
One of them.
So I wouldn't buy
I bet
them
you
myself.
Josh likes these.
Did he take one? I don't know if he took
I don't
one.
know.
He's doing homework. I don't know if he should be drinking and doing
Yay,
homework.
homework! We're going to rage. All right, moving on.
Okay. Yeah, I think those were good.
They
So
were good. I would get them again.
let me pull up the handy dandy non-printed sheet
Do you want
here.
to start with what you read this month? I think I started last time.
Sure, I can. I'm
Okay.
just going to pull this up really quick so I have
So-
it here.
Just so you guys know, it's only November 19th today.
21st.
Oh, shit. It's the 21st today. It's the 21st today, so we still have a good solid a week and a half left of November. Yeah, so we have time to finish a few more books.
And some of these books, I think actually only like one book is from October.
Yeah, same. I wrote, his and hers is from October.
Yeah, so the last time we recorded, I think was like the 17th. We
Yeah,
recorded
yeah.
like
Pretty
yeah.
early, yeah.
Sorry, I just heard a weird sound and I think it was just my laptop. It's fine. Anyway.
Oh.
So sure, I can go first. So
Okay.
I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I read 6 books. I have to burp because these are carbonated and
They're so carbonated.
Oh
I'm going to
my
burp
gosh.
so much.
it's like coming up and I don't want it to be like a gross belch.
Oh,
I
I'm
want it
ready.
to be like
No way. Let it burp. Let it rip. Let it rip.
we fucking forgot the collective. Can you put the collective up here?
Oh, shit. Hey, guys. This is what we read this month.
We read the collective. Woo!
I don't even know if you can see this.
That's okay.
camera.
Whatever.
That's the
So
book.
I read the collective by Alison Gaylin. Are you
Me
waving or
too.
high fiving?
I read it too.
That was a bad high five. Anyway, I read the collective. I gave it 5 stars. We're gonna talk about it later. I read Good Girl, Bad Blood, which is a Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It's the second book. I gave that one a 3.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna like say too much.
Don't say because I want to
know-
read the whole series.
Yeah, it's the first book I read in one sitting because I was so like I
You're like,
needed to know what
"Ah!"
happened. The second book for me was just not. It was good. I love Pip and her relationship with oh my god, what is his name? The other main character guy. I cannot think of his name to save my life, and it's not a spoiler because he's in the first book too. But their relationship as like friends and everything is. I just love them together.
Mhm.
I love Pip she just, there was a big reveal in book 2 that didn't really do it for me.
Oh, okay.
So that's, I think, why I gave it a 3. And then
I'm gonna burp. I'm gonna burp a lot.
that was like no warning.
I'm burping. I'm gonna just let it rip.
So I have the 3rd book somewhere in here, actually, I think. So I'm gonna read that. I think I want to read it soon just so I can remember what happens. I clearly don't even remember the guy's name in the books.
Oh yeah. Oh no. That's the second, right?
That's the second one. I think the 3rd one's over here in that pile somewhere.
Yeah, I want to read those.
So I'm not gonna give anything away. I've seen that the second book is like as a whole not everybody's favorite, so it wasn't bad.
Okay.
In comparison to the first book and how much I loved the first, I think I gave the first book like a 4.5, maybe, or maybe even a 5.
Pretty high.
So a 3-star for me is just kind of like average. We'll talk about this book later too because you read it, but I read Finlay Donovan. I gave it a 3. There were little reasons why I gave it a 3, and we'll talk about it later. We're not going to get into it right now. I requested on NetGalley the second one, though. I'm still going to read it.
I don't know if you'll be able to get it because I think she's done. I think they're done handing those out. That's been out. It's been on the NetGalley for a while.
Well, when I went to go, because you said Arsenic and Adobo's second one.
Second.
I requested that one, and then Finlay Donovan was still popping up as like, do you want to request it?
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard anything, though, and that was like 2 weeks ago.
They're not approving as fast as like they were before.
Maybe they're doing less.
Maybe because like I remember when we first started NetGalley, they approved them so fast, and like I requested like a bunch of books, like I think 5, and I only got 1 back.
I think it might be because some of the books that we request,
They're more popular.
Yeah, but I also request like if a book sounds good, I'll request it. Yeah, and if it's not like a big, because the Wendy Corsi Staub book that I read, I think I talked about it last month or the month before. I'd never heard of the book, whatever, and I just requested it and got it. So I think because Finlay Donovan, everybody loved the first one, they're probably not going to give out as much. But you got it.
I got it. Yeah, they approved me like right away, which was like
interesting.
I freaking freaked out because I was so excited.
But we'll talk about that later because Danielle also read it, and she
loves it.
Bought it simply. Honestly, the last podcast you brought it. And
I
you were
literally
like,
brought
you need
it,
to read
and I was
this.
like, here you go.
I think I started that soon after.
Soon after, yeah.
I read Plain Bad Heroines for Danielle's virtual readers.
Book club.
Book
Yay.
club.
Book club.
I gave it 2 stars because it fucking sucked. I read, I didn't put a star thing for here. I read Layla by Colleen Hoover.
Oh, okay.
That I think I've told you about my issues with this book. I think I gave it a 3.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't for me. I can tell you about it later. I've already told you about it, but I can tell the people about it.
The
later.
people.
The people.
The people.
And then the last one that I just finished yesterday was Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier.
Mm-hmm.
That one fell flat for me a little bit. It was very predictable. People on Bookstagram were
They liked it a lot.
They loved it. They were like, oh my God, this is the best thriller. It keeps you on your toes. And it does, but the storyline changes. The entire plot of the book is that this woman's son goes missing.
Yeah.
But then the plot changes to she finds out that her husband is cheating on her and how she's going to kill her mistress. Yeah, so we just kind of forget that her son disappears.
Oh, that's weird. I hate that they do that. And then they bring it back at the end.
They bring it back at the end.
Yeah, I don't like that. Why would that be why would you they do that so you forget and then like at the end it's like, ah!
Yeah. I mean, you might like this book. It was a good thriller. It just was very predictable for me. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know what that says. And I know I already told you like 4 times, but this was the book that had the consistency issue that made me go
really,
friggin' nuts.
It's the smallest detail, and she really just does not like it. Was it more than one instance, though?
No, it was just that.
But
one
that
one was it was like 2 pages apart.
Yeah, that's weird.
If it was like chapters apart, I might have forgotten about it because it was this man's order at like a taco truck.
Does it tie in later?
No, it wasn't even important.
So the author just fucked up.
Yeah, it wasn't even important.
Bro.
And Josh was,
because I
vented to Josh about it too, because it was between carne asada and skirt steak. And Josh was like, well, maybe carne asada is skirt steak. I was like, I don't know, but the rest of the order was different. It's not like that was the only thing.
There was other things that were
different.
There was
like his order specifically was carne asada, extra tomatoes, extra cheese with guac.
Yeah.
And the other one was skirt steak, extra spicy with cheese.
Okay.
Two very different orders.
Yeah, that just doesn't make sense. And then the fact that like it's switched and doesn't tie into the book is like a really.
If it was
mistake.
important and they were going to talk about how like maybe she didn't
I keep
know him
burping.
that well, or I don't know, it wasn't an important thing, but it happened like 2 pages apart, and it really drove me nuts.
Yeah, that is really annoying. I know you've said it to me twice, but now that I think about it, that would be like really freaking annoying to me too. I'd be like, why? Or I would just not notice because I'm an idiot. But
well, I was like reading it and I was like, wait a minute. Okay, I don't think that that's right, because it was again 2 pages apart.
Yeah.
If, like I said, if it was chapters apart, I probably wouldn't have paid it any mind.
Any
I would have been like,
but it was literally 2 pages.
At the end, I know I sent you a Snapchat about it. I scoured that whole book looking for that page just so I can prove to you that I
actually
and
happened.
when I wrote the review, I put in the review on page blah 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 blah, it says this, on page blah 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 blah, it says this, so people couldn't be like, oh, you're just making that up.
One of these days an author is gonna come for our asses and it's
Well,
gonna be freaking hilarious.
It happened. Did I show you
the one girl? Yeah.
Oh my god. And it was for, oh no, it wasn't for the book, the other book you're reading, it was for a different book.
Oh, is it Hostage or something? It's about a plane.
It was about a plane,
Yeah.
but it's not the book that you're reading.
No, it's not. That one's gotten mixed reviews, and
Probably, I mean, I'm not going to read it. I wanted to read it, and because that author was such an ass, I'm not going to read it.
the book that the person.
Yeah, are you talking about Falling?
No. Yeah, I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I'm
Falling.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm talking about Falling.
I'm talking about whatever. I don't remember the name.
I think it's
of
The
book.
Last Flight.
Maybe.
Something like that.
It's the flight attendant?
Something about a flight. And
I
the
can find
cover
out for
is red.
sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I can find out for sure, just because this author came for one of our friends on Bookstagram, came for her in the comments. She just did a hashtag of his name, of the author's name, for her like post to get.
She didn't even tag him.
No, and he went off and was like, he wasn't like calling her names or anything, but
He was just being
like
very, very angry
rude
and aggressive.
Yeah. And he was just saying how like she didn't understand the book, and like, I'm sorry that you didn't understand, blah blah blah. Like, he was just being really rude. Aren't you so glad that you tagged me? And she wrote back and she was like, actually, I didn't tag you, so it's my right as a Bookstagrammer to use the hashtag for the book that I'm reviewing.
Yeah, it's like, don't be mad. I'm sure other people probably don't like your book either, so don't be such a
And he
D-word.
was really petty about it, because in another person, like on that same person's thread on the comment, someone commented and said, oh, I'm so sorry that you didn't like this book. I really liked it, whatever. Like a normal comment.
Yeah.
He found that person and commented underneath it and was like, thank you so much for loving my book, blah, blah,
Oh
blah.
my
And I
God,
was like,
what a
dude,
wiener.
shut up.
What
like,
an absolute wiener. Who is? Yeah, we should find out who the author is.
I'll look it up right now. I
So
know
let's
exactly.
put like hashtag justice for the girl that actually was
Well, I don't want to put her on blast.
Honest review.
I messaged her though, and I was like, do not let that shit bother you, because that is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's so stupid. That's so rude. And like, an author should just be like, they should know not everybody's gonna love your work. Like,
And that's fine.
that goes to show, like, here's an
Here it is.
example. I also read Plain Bad Heroines, and a few other people in our book club also read Plain Bad Heroines, and it's gotten many, many mixed reviews.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show not everybody responds to a book the same way.
Which is fine.
Right.
If I don't
That's
like a
what's
book and
fun
you
about
love it,
reading.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. So the book is The Flight Attendant by Chris. Can you pronounce that last name? Okay.
Wait, let me try. Bojalian.
Okay, Chris Bajalian. If we're saying that wrong, honestly, you were rude. I don't care.
P.
So she gave it a 1.5.
Yeah.
And her main thing was that the narrator was unreliable, and I'm trying to like skim through. I don't want to give this person's away because I don't want people to come for them. But I'm gonna read his exact freaking comment, because what an ass.
What up?
He commented on it and said, she's not the narrator. It's a third-person subjective novel from 2 perspectives, so she's not an unreliable narrator, just saying. Also, imagine a world or novel where people only made good decisions. There would be no, and this is all in caps, sharp objects, Anna Karenina, and the secret history. In any case, so sorry I disappointed you. Lord, aren't you glad you tagged me so I could read this?
Yeah, that's like that's like aggressive for no reason.
And she said, I didn't tag you. I used your hashtag, which is perfectly acceptable when reviewing a book. whether it be positive or negative. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and unfortunately, this just wasn't for me.
Right, and she's exactly right. Like, that's why there's a book Instagram. You should be happy that somebody read it and actually put their honest opinion out there. You know what I mean?
And after she handled that with the most respect,
For sure.
And he commented back and said, absolutely all in, but of course I can see all hashtags. My bad. I can't read. That's what I meant when I wrote tag by mistake. Again, so sorry I disappointed you. Like, you came at her. She was like, back the fuck up.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, I'm so sorry that you didn't like my book.
Yeah.
And then someone else commented on it on this post and said, I'm reading this now. I like it so far. And he said, aw, thank you. I love Cassie. I always felt her childhood pain and scars behind every decision. Like, why did you need to go and just do that?
Yeah.
He didn't comment on anything else that I can see, but she like posted it on her story, this Bookstagrammer, and was like, what do I do?
Yeah,
and I was like, tell him to F off.
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
if
you're just telling the truth. And I'm honestly, he should go on Goodreads, and I'm sure a lot of people have freaking blown it up too.
That was just a long tangent.
No, it's just frustrating. Like, that's clearly somebody who is an author who's insecure about their writing and is not sure.
Yeah. So I mean, from this experience, I became friends with this girl, and we talk
all the time.
Yeah. So, shout out to her. I'm not gonna.
She knows who she is.
She knows who she is. I don't know if she watches the pod, but
if you don't, it's fine. We're kind of crazy.
Tell me what you read, because I just went on a tangent.
Okay, we'll go back through the ones that you read, because I do want to talk about this and this.
Okay.
I do want to hear a little more of this. Okay, so I only read 4 because PBH is huge, but whatever. So I read
617 pages.
Anyway, so I read His and Hers by Alice Feeney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I read Open Skies, which is a nonfiction, and it's about the first Afghanistan female pilot.
Oh, that was from your other book club,
my other
right?
book club. And that was very, very good. And I was like, anyway, so
I'm so sorry.
I read The Collective and Plain Bad Heroines. I just finished Plain Bad Heroines. And I'm currently reading Falling, which I do want to talk about.
Okay.
By TJ Newman, which I thought TJ Newman was a man. It's a woman.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, so those are the books I read. His and Hers, I gave, I think, a 3. And then I gave Open Skies a 4. I gave Collective, we'll find out later. Plain Bad Heroines, I gave a fucking 2.
Oh, I already said that I gave The Collective a 5. Awkward.
Oh.
That's all right. I forgot. I really forgot that we do that.
Later. Did you say that? Okay, whatever. We'll
I definitely did.
Think about it.
She gave it
a 5. Anyway, so yeah, His and Hers, I'm just going to say it really quick. It's very triggering. There's a lot of rapey scenes that I did not appreciate, and it made me very uncomfortable, and it was hard to read. I probably would have if I didn't want to finish it, which I did. So that makes it maybe okay, but the rapey parts felt like they took a good rating away from me. Like the whole mystery
that they took. I'm sorry, say that again.
So like it took a good rating away for me. Like it took.
Oh, like you would have rated it better.
Yeah, I would have rated it better if it wasn't as so graphic, you know.
Yeah, because this was the campfire one, right?
Where there.
Okay.
Spoilers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the part where there's like men, the girl, I don't even know their names anymore.
That's okay. They're all in like high school, right?
Yeah, they're all in high school. And then she invited, the oldest ringleader girl invites college boys, and she pays them to fuck her friends.
Yeah.
But like rape her friends.
Yeah.
And like she drugs her friends.
Yep.
It was so like
and
not
the main
okay.
character's mom found out, right?
Yeah. And mom ends up being the killer, which actually blew my mind. I didn't think that was.
I did not. I don't think I read this months ago, so I clearly remember the campfire scene.
When I was texting you, I think you're like, "Did I read the book?"
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
And it was a library book too, so it's not even like one that I would reread.
Yeah, I wouldn't reread it either.
Anyway,
no.
The relationship between the main two characters, the boy and the girl.
The wife, the ex-wife, and the ex-husband.
Yeah, I knew that they were gonna be, because they didn't come out and say that they were
husband and wife.
Yes. Yeah. So I knew
that was pretty predictable. Yeah,
it was just a predictable book, and then the rape stuff. Really,
that was so much. That was so much. I think somebody asked me about that, and I'm like, It's pretty triggering. I wouldn't read it if you're not into like if you don't like that. So that's the only problem I had with that book is that scene was so triggering, and then the girl like forcing herself onto her friend and like touching her for no reason really triggered me too. Like it's like the main girl, the wife. No. Yeah, the wife and the popular girl.
Okay.
She like randomly undresses one time and then gets into bed with her and starts touching her. And I'm like, what is this? It was really uncomfortable. I'm like, this seemed really like the detail that added seemed like,
what the hell was the
why
point?
was that?
Yeah.
I understand, yes, but at the same time, it seemed like,
yeah,
it was weird. I didn't like it. Okay, sorry. And then I read Open Skies, which was really, I don't read a lot of nonfiction books. And it was really good. And it just kind of like opened my eyes to how like, not privileged, but how free we are as females in the United States. I know not extremely free, but like based on women that are living in Afghanistan and other countries in the world, it's insane how progressive we are. Because women, the first woman who flew a plane was in 2001. Here, it was 1906.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's insane. I wrote it in my review. It's insane how far apart, like how far forward we are compared to, and like how just like angry men are that females can have a job and have like these dreams and goals because we're women and we can bear children. Like it's just so, it just seems so like backwards thinking, and I just don't understand it. And it just like is eye-opening to me, like just being here in the United States and like how like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't get why. And it must be like it's a religious thing and like a culture thing. It's just like, don't understand how men can think that way. And obviously not all the men in this book do think that way. There are men she meets and it's not just men, there's other women too. But like there's people she meets along the line that are pretty like forward thinking like she is, and it's like really pushes her to her goals of becoming a pilot and whatnot. And it's just like, it's a really good book, and it's super short, and like I really appreciated that it was short and like to the point, because sometimes nonfiction books are just like, this is so long for no reason. It's like, I picked a booger today. Like it's like, why do I need to know you picked a booger on August 12th 1930? Like, so that was really good. And Plain Bad Heroines. You want to get into it?
Would you rate Plain Bad Heroines?
I gave it a F2.
Is that all the books you read?
Yeah, I read the I only read, and I'm currently reading Falling.
Oh, I was thinking Falling.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the middle of Falling, and literally from chapter 1, it's a fucking insane boost like of intensity.
I want to read that book.
It's so good. I got it from the library. It's really the only reason why I didn't buy it is because it's like I think only 300 pages, and it's $28. So I might wait until it's on paperback and get it. Depends on how the ending is. But so far, it's really freaking good. Last night, I was on chapter 3, and now I'm on chapter 16. It was like, it's one of those books. If I wasn't super, super tired, I probably could have stayed up all night and finished it. It's so good. So yeah, that one's really good. I'll be back next pod to give you a full analysis of what I think. But yeah, that one's really good so far.
Okay. So which one do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Finlay Donovan is killing it.
Okay.
And then we'll go into the train wreck that is.
So let's remind, what did you give Finlay Donovan?
I think I gave it a 5. I really love that book. Here's why. And then you can tell me why you didn't like it. Well, you liked it a little bit. So I liked it because it was cozy, and I thought it was funny. Like, I just think the whole situation Finlay gets in is just funny. It's like she didn't do it, like, didn't want to do it, but she just gets into the situations, and like it ends up, a lot of things end up following through just as like on accident, and it's just like really funny, and it just like picture myself as a mom and just being like so awkward as her, and it's just like so funny, and I just really enjoyed it. And like I think the characters are really good. Like, I know the husband's kind of annoying, but like they're just like, I love the babysitter, the nanny. I love her. She's so fun. And then like the kids are funny. And then the cop is really like, he's funny. He's like a nice gem added to the book. And then I like Finlay in general.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I just think the characters are fun, and it just like reminds me of like a fun Hallmark mystery movie.
I mean, that kind of nails it
Yeah.
as far as like a Hallmark.
Yeah, it's just a
mystery
really
book.
good cozy mystery.
I think, first of all, if I were to ever be in a situation where I had to kill somebody, everything that happened to Finlay would happen to me.
Yeah, it's just so funny.
I felt like if I was in that situation, all of these stupid things, like she's like, how the hell am I going to dig a hole?
Right.
And I had to look up whatever they were digging with, like the little garden.
Oh, like just a tiny spade.
Yeah. And I was like, what the hell is that? Like, that would be my luck, that I would have to bury a body.
Yeah, and they're like, there wasn't even any, and they're like, freaking, I can't remember what her name is, but the nanny's name was like,
Veronica or something like that. It was
V or something. I can't remember, but
Yeah.
she like would get into, she was like, well, let's just start the backhoe up. And Vinny's like, no,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to drive one of those.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. I don't like being somebody who works in the criminal justice system as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when books make things easy,
Okay.
in the sense that this cop just showed up and happened to tell her everything that was going on about the murder.
Yeah.
And would take her on ride-alongs and, oh, I'm going to go investigate. You can come with me to see what's happening because
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to get there yourself any other way. That just kind of annoyed me.
Mhm.
There was another book that I read a while ago.
Oh gosh. Let me tell you.
That was similar like that, where
Mhm.
everybody was just talking about the case. And it was just, I don't like when books do that.
You're gonna hate the second one.
Great.
You're gonna fucking hate the second one.
The other thing I think I disliked about it was how, well, I'm trying to remember, because like I didn't finish the book and be like, wow, I never want to read this again.
Yeah.
If that was the case, I wouldn't have
Give it a 3.
I wouldn't have requested the second book.
Mm-hmm.
I would have just been like, well, this one's just not for me, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And then I would have just been like, give me the spark notes of the second book.
There's something in the second one that really bothered me, and that's why I only gave it a 4 instead of 5.
Is it a spoiler if you say
yes.
Okay, then never mind.
It's good. It continues forward with whatever happens, right? And
Yeah,
which is cool, and I liked it, but there's just something that just really, I'm just like, okay.
And just if you haven't picked up on this already, we're going into spoilers on the books that we've read that aren't the collective. So we are going to talk about spoilers for Finlay Donovan. Here it is. The fact that this random ass mom had to go and kill a mob boss. And
yeah, that's nutty.
I know that she didn't technically kill him.
Right.
Like there was some, I can't remember the technicality, but like she still did it and got the money, and she was like, no, I can't take this blood money. And the babysitter was like, hell yeah, we can. Like she just.
It's like, that's why I think it's funny, like, because it happens and she doesn't want to do it, but things just happen and the world's just like, you're going to be in this situation. And I think that's why it's funny.
I liked.
Because sometimes
I remember.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was just going to say real fast, that's just how life is. Sometimes you don't want something to happen and then it just does. And that's why I think it's so funny.
Yeah, I didn't like her relationship with the bartender.
Oh.
I didn't like her relationship with the bartender in the sense that at the very end of the book, he's like, well, can you tell me about it now? He is a lawyer or like in law school.
Yeah, he's in law school.
And she's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, I'll tell you everything.
But I think that's just like the author trying to show the readers that like that's their bond. Like she can trust him.
I don't know. I just feel
I
like
understand.
if I was in that situation, you don't tell people that you murdered somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go around and tell this potential love interest that you met a month ago that you murdered somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also ditched, let me just remind you, for this cop.
Yeah.
You were just like, peace out, dude. You're so much younger than me, and now I'm going to go date this cop. And the cop, I didn't really like him either. He just kind of like, I don't like when romances are forced either. And he was just kind of like,
that was very forced.
He was like, your sister wanted me to take you out. Do you want to go out with me?
And she's like, I guess I have to.
Well, yeah, she was kind of like, well, I don't know. And he was like, please go out with me. And then I was just kind of like, well, now you're just begging and it makes you look desperate and I don't like it.
Oh boy.
But
okay.
the cliffhanger at the end.
Of crazy, right?
Was very crazy.
Yeah.
You want to know how I hate that I do this. Whenever I read a book and I'm reading and it's like this and I'm reading on this side and I see that the chapter ends.
You freaking look over it.
I looked and it was a piece of paper too. It was like not just written out.
Yeah,
it was like a piece of paper. So my eyes instantly went there and I was at the end, so I was going to get there.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's why I've been reading with a
piece of paper.
with a bookmark now.
Over it.
I'll like pull it down and I'll keep my hand on this side of the book and then I'll go over.
Didn't it blow your
down.
mind though? And doesn't it make you want to read the next one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely do want to read the next one. So
I think that's just like one of the best books, like cliffhangers that I've ever read in a book. And I think it's just like,
it was a good cliffhanger.
it's a good cliffhanger.
It made me want, I mean, I was between that because I gave it a 3.5. I was between a 3, 3.5 and a 4 because I was like a 4. I didn't really like it that much. 3 is kind of mean.
3.5. Yeah.
3.5 is kind of where I fell.
Like, I don't want Danielle to get mad at me.
Well, I really did feel bad not liking a book that you gave me, but not like,
But
that's
the
not
thing,
what influenced
though,
my
Yeah,
rating.
no. I was gonna say that I don't expect you to like every single book that I read, because our genres that we both like are not completely different. Like, we both love mysteries and thrillers, but like I like fantasy and you do not like fantasy.
You just gave me the Lost Apothecary.
It's not. It's more historical fiction.
Oh, okay.
So,
Sorry, go
speaking of fantasies, I saw your post you recently did with your sweaters. I'm gonna tell you freaking right now, you're gonna hate
Space Between Worlds.
You're gonna fucking hate it. I guarantee you $10 right now that you're gonna DNF it.
I bought it. So for 2021,
the thing. Yep.
I tried to do a genre challenge where I took the top books of 2020 and I put on, this is also how I was trying to like get more people to like interact and like follow me reading and stuff, and then I fell off the wagon. But I did the top 2 books, or no, I did the top 1 book and then I chose the other book of each genre. So like for top fiction, it was, I mean, for top fantasy, it was Space Between Worlds, and then I picked another one. For top horror, it was fucking Only Good Indians.
Look how that turned out.
And for top like memoir autobiography, it was Barack Obama's one.
Oh,
and I just,
did you read that one?
no, because it's 700 pages.
Oh, but you chose Alex Trebek's instead, right?
No, I'm still, see, I fell off it a little bit.
Oh,
I read the fiction ones, I think.
I think you did read like the fantasy and the mystery ones.
I read Clap Before You Land.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then I read, oh my God, it was about a little Nigerian girl.
Oh.
It's all over Bookstagram.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't figure it out.
That one was very good.
Yeah, I remember you really liking it.
So it opened my eyes a lot. I mean, just this genre challenge in general. So fantasy was Space Between Worlds, and I saw it at
Barnes & Noble.
Yes, thank you.
I wish you didn't buy it.
Well, isn't that the one that you were like, I have it, you can...
Yeah.
Yeah, I got them mixed up.
Yeah, you thought of a different book. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Girl with the louding voice.
Yeah, I literally just freaking got to it.
Yes, that was so good. And I think I have my genre challenge. I want to try and do it for 2022 again. Maybe people aren't going to vote on it because I didn't really stick to it this month or this year. But it gave me a lot of books, because if it were up to me, I would literally read mysteries and thrillers until I die.
All the time, yeah.
I want to kind of open
like
my
you want to get to
mind, to read other books. So Space Between Worlds, even if I DNF it, because actually there was a YA fantasy that I got, and it was the Cinderella.
Oh yeah, and you DNF'd.
And I DNF'd it because it sucked. And then the Extraordinaries was another one, and that was about everybody, these like teenagers who had superpowers.
That's by the guy who wrote House in the Cerulean Sea.
Yeah, I did it. DNF'd that too.
You did?
It was YA.
Yeah, you don't really, but you do at the same time. You do like YA. You like YA mysteries.
Yeah, because
that's YA.
Yeah, that is. It is YA. Yeah.
Whatever.
It really depends.
Yeah, you're very particular.
Very particular on my YAs.
Yeah, you are.
So that was how.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna freaking hate it.
I've been waiting on it because you tell me I'm gonna hate it, and I'm like, maybe I'll start it.
It's very interesting in the sense that it's like, it's interesting. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. That was my first ever book of the month. My first ever pick. Yeah, and it was. I mean, I liked it. I think I gave it a 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know who will like it? Josh will like it.
He actually, I almost told him to start it because he's reading. We're way off topic, but it's fine.
We always do.
He's reading Book Thief.
Oh, right. That's
and
right.
He's read a lot of World War II stuff recently because he read Memoirs of a Geisha and something else that was in World War II. I can't remember. And then he's reading this one. It's all around the same time period. And he's like, I need to get out of it. And I was like, well, you're reading classics, so
he should totally read it.
You want to know what he picked up instead? War and Peace.
You okay?
No. War and fucking Peace.
He's very into classics, and I'm just like, so it depends on the classic. It depends on the classic, though. Like, I would probably not read. What did you say? War and Peace.
I mean,
I would not read that, but
pages.
This I would totally read. Fahrenheit 451.
You can borrow that.
I would definitely read Catch You on the Ride. There's like I tried to read this. I picked this up twice. This is 1984, by the way. I picked it up, read the first chapter, and every time I just shut it. It's just the old writings. It's not even old writing style. Just like it's just I don't know. You have to be in a mood.
Yeah, you can really tell on this bookshelf what's mine and what's Josh's.
No, I'm just kidding. These were so good. I read them in a week.
I know. You gave me the Ballads of Song.
Yeah, I still have it. I'm not getting rid of it.
But
you can read my library
get into it
anytime you want, girl.
I know. Next time I come over, maybe I'll read your life because you have 6 of my books. So I feel like
I know you should read,
books.
even if I haven't read them yet, because it's gonna take me a while.
That's okay.
Okay, and then I know we're on a tangent. We go on tangents all the time.
That's all right. Everybody
That's who
loves
we
it.
are.
That's why our podcast is an hour and a half long.
Yeah, I know. That's why it takes 5 years.
Rude.
All right.
Plain Bad Heroines.
Let's talk about the dumpster fire that this book is.
So
I don't even know how to fucking start.
It really was 617 pages. Let me
It's so long.
Remind you.
It's unnecessarily long.
It was 2. Would you agree? It's 2 books in 1 book.
Yeah,
it's a past and a present.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I didn't hate the timeline switches because I love that.
I think it made me get confused because the past and the present each had their own set of characters that was like lists long.
If they didn't fucking include 12,000 characters, this makes me so mad. She did it so badly. There's so much potential.
Don't tag Emily Danforth.
Oh, I'm doing it. No, I'm just kidding. She's gonna come for me. Anyway, she could have had such a good book. Like, the first few 100 pages were good. Like, I was into it. Like, I was like, oh, okay, Flo and Clara, this is cool. Book of Mary McLean, whatever, that's cool. Like, this is gonna be scary. Shit, nothing happened. I'm so mad.
Yeah, nothing really did happen.
There was literally so much potential for this book to be so good.
Did you notice now that I said something to you about the bolded names?
Yeah. Why?
For no reason. I thought it was going to be at the end. Like, I thought it was going to have this twist at the end of like, oh, did you think you were losing your mind with all these footnotes and all these things? Like, you're really reading Mary McLean's book.
That's
oh
what
my
I
God.
thought was going to happen.
And I was going to be like, you know what? If that happens, I'll give it a 3 because like that's
maybe, like a really good, like, interesting thing.
And it wasn't. It just was like, Finn, the book
nothing
is done.
Happened.
They're all best friends at the end.
Yeah, nothing. Oh my God. And bees aren't scary. That's the whole scary thing. Bees. It's not scary. Yes, they're creepy and gross. But, like, fuck, that's not scary. And the scary things were so repetitive, it got to the point where it wasn't fucking scary. It just was boring.
I also, in the beginning, I really thought the footnotes were cool.
Oh, in the beginning. And then when it got to the end, they got fucking annoying.
And the footnotes, it would just be like a normal, like what she could put in parentheses. Because it would be a footnote and then it would say.
Yes, it was. Or something fucking.
Yeah. It would be like. So what the fuck would it say? It would say like, we didn't think it could get any worse than this. And then it would be a footnote. And yes, it could. And yes, it could. And yes, it will. Like, you could have just said that in like italics or even in a parentheses.
Or not even put it.
Yeah. Like that just kind of took away. From...
It was, yeah. And then like, what else did I write? It was just unnecessary details. Like the date with Harper and like Merritt. That was a whole fucking chapter that did not need to be there. Like that's it. Literally, she could have literally taken out 300 pages.
If we think about it, okay, from your perspective on Only Good Indians, if we think about it as we just do the past as one book,
and
the present as one book,
would
you have rated it differently?
Maybe.
I think I would have. I don't know if I would have liked the past.
Yeah, like if like the past was the first book and then the present was the second.
Correct.
Yeah, I would have liked it a little bit better.
Okay, because that's really what it was.
But at the same time, not by much.
Well, no, I don't think it would have changed to like
just
a 4 or
like
5.
it wasn't really that scary in its genre
No.
as a horror.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's genre.
I thought
horror.
it was a mystery.
I went on to Goodreads and the first thing it said is horror. Yeah. It's so misgenred. It's so funny.
Maybe you and I just don't get scared because only Good Indians.
But like
was
we
horror
do
as well.
though.
Actually, true because Home Before Dark made you a little.
That
bit
made me
scared.
scared. This made me scared.
Whisperman, I was shaking.
I was scared when I read The Shadows too, and that wasn't. You didn't think that one was as scary.
Yeah, but it was still better than this book.
Yeah, this is not horror. I just don't know, and like I said, these seltzers are making me so burpy. I was gonna say that.
Drink some
So
water.
Miss Campbell and Annie loved these books, like this book. Annie gave it 4. Miss Campbell gave it a 5, and I was just like, what did they read? Like, I would love to hear.
Did they read a different? I'm excited for the book club meeting. I don't want to like
why they liked it.
Yeah, I don't want to go in there and completely shit on the book because I want to hear why they liked it.
I'm gonna be like, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, I fucking hated it, but I want to hear why you liked it, and don't hold back because I'm not gonna
It
argue
might
with
change
you.
my mind.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Change my mind about this book because clearly,
Yeah,
we read something that
Different.
they didn't know. I think that they also liked Secret Life of Addie
Invisible Life of
The
Addie
Secret
LaRue.
Life of Addie
No,
LaRue.
it's invisible. Come on, it's
Is
out.
it?
It's out there.
Oh, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and she writes very detailed and very descriptive, and that's how this writing is.
That's probably also
And-
why you didn't like it.
Well, I haven't read it, but I guarantee I probably won't
No,
like
I'm
it.
talking about this book.
Oh yeah, I just so detailed for no reason.
That's V. Schwab, and you don't like
yeah,
that.
I don't like her.
I don't like their. You don't like their writing style.
Yeah, I'm gonna still give it a chance because everybody
It's
likes
so
it.
long, and
I think I
need to
bring that
stray
book
away.
every single podcast.
You do, but it's
I just-
fine. Well, you just bring up V. Schwab, and it's fine.
Yeah, I know.
It got to a point when I don't like a book, I will literally, if I'm reading, I'll just be like, just skim.
Yeah.
And it got to the point early in that book that I was doing that. So I would be like, okay, no, I have to read another book because I'm in the mood to read, but I'm not comprehending anything that what's going on.
Yeah,
in this
it
book.
made me tired at some points. Like I was just like
Yes.
reading and I'm just like,
And just, I'm just going to be this person for 5 seconds.
be it.
Holding that book.
Oh my god.
If I had to hold it in my hands would hurt.
Yeah.
Do you have that book in here?
Yeah, it's right here.
Can you just show?
It's fucking thick.
Like if I'm having, oh, you have a hardback. See, I have a paperback.
Yeah, I have a hardback book.
That would be a little bit easier. But like if I'm holding this, look, fucking footnotes. 3 of them.
For no reason.
It's already like, maybe I'm just a weak bitch.
No,
but,
it's
like,
heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah. I'm like, imagine like laying like this and you just fucking dropping it.
Well, I would read this more at work because if I put it down,
Yeah, you could keep it
I
up.
could keep it down.
Yeah.
And like, it just was too much.
Also, can I just say I hated Merritt. Merritt was such a terrible character.
She was annoying.
She was and then she was like super nice. She's like kind of like a hypocrite because she was like
Yeah.
super mean to Audrey and then was like dating her at the end.
Yeah.
That was really weird.
I did enjoy, so I know I said I enjoyed the footnotes in the beginning. I thought that was going to be really cool because I was like, oh, I'm kind of talking to the author.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
I also kind of like the illustrations, but when the footnotes
Illustrations were cool.
when the footnotes get to be a page long, like some of the pages, if you can find one.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about because I remember.
I didn't read those because that's another part of the story.
Also, some of the asterisks next to the words were so hard to find, and I would get to the point where I'd be like, where was the asterisk? Like, there's a whole page of
Yeah.
footnotes.
Yep.
And they're just, like, so silly.
Yeah, I didn't. I can
Silly in a
guarantee I
bad
didn't read them.
Silly in a bad way.
Silly in a bad way.
Yeah, this book was really bad, and I'm so sad because, like, the synopsis on Goodreads made it, like, seem so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, like, one of the things that I didn't want to completely shit on this book. I did like the illustrations. I thought that was really cool, and I think it
Yes.
added
I
to
agree.
getting through the whole thing.
Yes.
Like, the illustrations helped me move forward. And they were, like, a nice pause where you could actually take a break and, like, really look at the picture and kind of visualize what the author was
Do you
saying.
want to know what helped me move forward? Pages like that where I didn't have to read that page and I would skip ahead like 3 pages.
Oh, yeah, you had, like, a blank-ass
Yeah,
page.
and I'd be like, okay, finally I can stop. But I had to tell myself this was a book, and I don't know if you get this way, But if you are not enjoying a book, but you want to still read it, I tell myself I have to read at least 20 pages a day.
Yeah, that's why I broke it into pages.
I did that from like page 50 because I got 50 pages in and I was like, I'm not getting this book. I'm not really grasping.
Yeah.
And it's 600 pages.
Yeah.
So
I had to
need
reread because I think they introduced a lot of characters in the first book. First page.
They did. They introduced so many characters from the past and the present. That's why I'm saying if it was totally two separate books,
it might have been easier to grasp.
Yeah. Because you were texting me and you were like, who the hell is Elaine? Who's like Libby, Elaine?
Yeah, Elaine was like introduced once in the beginning and then got brought back. And I'm like, who the fuck is this lady?
And then she just randomly died.
Yeah, she just randomly died. And then the fact
look at that. I didn't see that in the back.
That's cool. And then like, this is kind of pretty.
Oh, that is very pretty.
It's a pretty book. Like, it really is. But like, I don't know. It's just like, and then the whole like, the story of the brothers and how there was actually a woman and how her parents were lesbians and they died, and then
she got the land, right?
That's and then like those men killed her, and that's why the land was cursed.
That made a lot of sense.
And then Vera, the woman that took Libby's daughter, was connected to the women.
Okay, now you lost me.
See?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. This is why we need to have.
When's the book meeting again?
December 5th.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a while.
Okay.
So I don't know. And that's what the positives were. The illustrations were really cool. Mm-hmm. Really cool. And I really liked that I think the LGBTQA characters were really cool. And I thought they helped, the whole stories of them helped move it forward for me. Like, especially the present characters.
They did have likable characters.
Yeah.
But they were just all very... Merritt was really fucking annoying.
I didn't like Merritt. Yeah, I did not like Merritt.
Yeah. We're going to get into this on... Yeah.
Holly better be ready. No, I'm just kidding. Holly, we're coming for you. I have a feeling she's going to like this. Because I think she likes more of, like, the detailed books, too. I do not.
Yeah. All right, we've been talking a long time.
I know, I like to shut on books sometimes. Like, when I finish it and gave it to you, I'm like, I'm ready to freaking light this shit on fire.
Oh my god. Okay. Do you want to mention anything before we talk about the collective? Because I have the description here I'm going to read.
Yeah, sorry that we take so long on the books we read, but it's fine.
People can skip ahead. It's going to be on YouTube. They can be like, nah,
yeah, no, and I usually break it up.
Down.
Yeah, I break it into parts. And last podcast, it took me a while to get it broken down, but...
Yeah, well, it's going to take you even longer this time.
It's fine.
So, we read The Collective by Alison Gaylin. It was a November book of the month choice. So we decided that we were going to read that because we wanted like a mystery to read. And
we also weren't sure of what we wanted to, because we had I was like, let's read Blacktop Wasteland, and then you're like, and then we were like, let's just pick one of the book of the month books.
Yeah, so we decided on this one. Usually when Danielle and I get book of the month, her and I will discuss and be like, okay,
which one are you
gonna buy? And if I'm like, oh, I'm between Collective and
something else, we'll usually get the opposite.
And if she's like, oh, I want the Collective and I don't really want anything else, she'll get the Collective and I'll get the other book that I want, and then we just trade.
We'll swap, yeah.
So this time we each got the Collective
and 12 others.
I got 2 other books.
Yeah, don't tell the other one, the other 2, because that's our January read. I'll cut it out. I'll just like warble our voices. That was our.
I want. Never mind. She's like,
I want to slap you.
No. I was gonna say, when I just went into the mic, I wanted you to do the Dead by Daylight chainsaw guy.
No, I'm just kidding. He's like,
okay.
I can't do it. Are we gonna play it later?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna decorate for Christmas first, though.
Okay, that's fine.
What do you guys have going on today?
Chipotle.
Really fast.
Chipotle.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Okay, and Josh is gonna play Halo, so.
Oh, perfect.
Mike can play Halo.
Yeah.
I mean, he can play with us.
I think he's playing Halo anyway.
Okay.
He's not gonna play with us. He doesn't have that game downloaded.
I know, but I never want to be like, oh, well, Mike can just play with Josh and not invite him, whatever. Okay. Anyway. The Collective. The Collective. So it's a very quick synopsis, but I'm just going to read it real quick. Camille Gardner is a grieving and angry mother who 5 years after her daughter's death is still obsessed with the privileged young man she believes to be responsible. When her rash actions draw the attention of a secret group of women, the Collective, Camille is drawn into a dark into a dark web where these mothers share their wildly different stories of loss as well as their desires for justice in a world where privilege denies accountability. Fueled by mutual rage, the collective members devise and act out retribution fantasies via precise, anonymous, and highly coordinated revenge killings. As Camille struggles to comprehend whether this is a role-playing exercise or a terrifying reality, she must decide if these women are truly avenging angels or monsters. Becoming more deeply enmeshed in the group, Camille learns the truth about the collective and herself. Camille learns truths about the collective and about herself that she may not survive. So, before we get into... These are all my notes. Before we get into this, what did you rate it? Because I already told everybody what I
gave it a 5.
I also gave it a 5. It was really good.
Yes, this was so good.
I think I read this book in 2 days.
I read it. Well, you read faster than me, but I read it in pretty quick too.
Mm-hmm. I think you were like slightly ahead of me, and then I was like, psych, and I finished the entire book. And I was like, Danielle, the memes that I sent you were like, wow, okay. And then you sent me a meme back when you finished it, and I was like, right,
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about I want to make sure we talk about this and because this is a book where it's like Survive the Night where we can get like a little crazy. So I want to make sure we can talk about it in like a cohesive manner so it makes sense. Because I know we can get, when we talk about these books, we can get a little like, this, and then how about this?
So let's explain the characters. So we have
Okay. I don't even remember.
We have Camille, who is the mom.
Yep. And then
Matt, who is the dad.
Yes.
They were together, and their daughter... Yeah, look up the daughter's name. I can't remember. I'm looking in my notes to see.
Was it like Emily?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Emily. It's probably in like the first chapter.
Right. Okay. Yes, Emily. It is Emily.
Okay, so we have
Emily,
mom, dad,
daughter,
Emily.
Yep.
Harris,
and then
who is
his parents.
Right. Harris, who is the guy who sexually assaulted Emily, left her in the woods when it was really cold. She almost froze to death. She was brought to the hospital and died. Harris was found not guilty.
Right.
Because they were kind of like slut shaming her in a sense, to be like, well, she was going around with these guys or whatever. And then people didn't see her going into the woods with Harris. Harris went out with another girl, whatever. Yes.
And and I think he claimed that she met up with another guy. Yeah. So like, there's that.
So the backstory of that is now Camille and Matt are now separated.
Yes.
Because all of that stress and trauma
it
broke their relationship. Yeah. Which, I mean, unfortunately, at least in books that I've read, that happens. And I'm sure it happens in everyday life. In actual real life.
Yeah. That's traumatizing, losing a child.
So
especially to a rape and then losing to the family. And the family was kind of boasty at the end. Yeah. And especially because he's a college kid and he had his frat bros around him. And like, just the scenes, like, because she would have flashbacks. Here we go. She had flashbacks and she had flashbacks and like the frat boys were like related in one of them and they were just kind of like boasty little.
Right. Okay. So let's
reel it back.
Yeah. Reel it back a little bit. So Harris was still alive. He was found not guilty. Camille and Matt are no longer together. So Camille is by herself.
Yes. It's just her.
And you might need to redirect me because the book that I just finished yesterday, Little Secrets, also mom, dad, missing child. It's similar. So okay. I may get them mixed up. So just correct me if I say something wrong. So then she's out. Oh, wait a minute. What is the guy's name?
The guy. Oh, yes. Here, I got you. Luke, yes. So Luke.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay, well, okay, and then we have Luke. Luke has, so after Emily passed, her mom decided to donate her organs.
Correct.
Luke gets Emily's heart.
Correct.
And they connect because of that reason.
Right.
To help her with anxiety, going through her death of her child.
And Luke is also kind of a celebrity.
Yes, he's on a cop show.
I'm glad you remember that.
Yeah,
I just remember he was a celebrity.
Yeah, he's on a cop show, a popular cop show.
So those are, I think, the main characters that we need for right now.
Ooh, also, Luke has a girlfriend.
Yes.
Outside of just like whatever.
Yeah, I don't know I mean, she'll be important at the end. I don't think she's important.
Yeah,
right
she
now.
will be important at the end.
So they're out, and I think she goes to Emily's grave.
No. What happens first is she goes to, this is literally like the first chapter.
Okay, can I pause us for a second?
Yeah.
We're kind of starting what we did with Survive the Night, and I don't think we want to do that.
Yeah, I don't think we want to do that either.
So she finds out. It doesn't really matter how she finds out now. She finds out about the dark web.
Yes. Okay.
So take us from there.
Okay, so she finds about the dark web. And basically, it's a group of women who have lost their child because of some disturbing, it's not even disturbing, it's just because of an accident, not even an accident, a rape, whatever.
They lose their children, and the person responsible
is found not guilty.
Is either never prosecuted, found not guilty, or they just never got closure.
Right.
But they were never fully punished for the crime that they committed of taking their child.
Basically, in the long run, just to kind of sum it up so we can kind of get into our thoughts, this dark web leads Camille into discovering bigger things. And it leads to some other things.
So she gets into this dark web, and she starts talking with this the creator of the collective,
which is 001.
Yes. She starts talking to this person. We don't know who this person is. She's having a conversation, and she's like, do you want to be a member of the collective? You have to do this, that, and the other thing.
She has to do menial tasks in the beginning.
Right, which was like mailing a knife.
Yes, mailing a knife to Colorado, whatever.
Right, doesn't matter. So buying a knife, mailing it. Her and this other woman, Wendy.
Yes, they go and watch Bachelor.
They go... Yes. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they go and watch Bachelor together at a bar.
If you are a Bachelor fan, specifically Pilot Pete's season.
Yeah.
This is so accurate.
So fun. I love that.
They're talking about Alea. Yes. They're talking about like Hannah Ann.
Yeah.
They're talking about all the things that happened in Pilot Pete's season. So if you are a Bachelor fan.
It's a fun little added
You
thing.
are going to like this book. Because it's not even like.
It's not a huge thing of it, but it's like a fun addition that like kind of was like, oh my God, Bachelor.
Because they were talking about Bachelor and I was like, okay. And then they said Pilot Pete. And I was like, okay,
oh my God,
reference.
This is real.
And then I thought they were going to be like, oh yeah, Samantha from his season. And I was going to be annoyed because it wasn't
not real.
actually
But
accurate.
they were like actually.
But they were talking about Alea and they were talking about the drama with Victoria. And I was just like, oh my God, this is like, that made me love this book. I think
it was
more.
so fun. I loved that.
Sidetracked. So they go to the bar.
We're not. This is.
I just didn't want us to get into, okay, so chapter 1, this happened.
Yeah.
So they go to the bar, they cause a scene, and then they go and are told to drive this car and push it into a lake.
Which they find out, well, not they, Camille's like kept hearing thumps in the back of the trunk, and she opens the trunk, which they're told not to.
They are told strictly not to,
and they find a person in there. And eventually they dump the car into a lake, and it sinks.
Right. So now she knows that she murdered.
Murderers.
Right. So she finds out that she murdered somebody. She has this guilty conscience now because she's like, well, how do you really know that this person was a bad guy? So I think she like looked into him.
It basically is like this collective, this dark web basically is showing her good versus evil and like the other side of a story. You know what I mean?
So the entire part of the collective is that this huge group of women across the world,
literally everywhere,
they are all in this together to help each other bring down the people responsible for taking their children away.
Right.
So Harris ends up dying.
Yes, Harris ends up murdered
because of the collective, we assume. It's never confirmed, but it's pretty obvious.
It's clearly, yeah.
So that's the situation of the collective. So with that being said, before we move forward, because I have some questions about like what your thoughts are about what we just discussed. Okay. Do you have any?
What? About things I want to add?
Do you have any okay, let me just ask my first question and maybe that'll explain.
Okay.
So do you think, as the collective idea as a whole, before we find out what happens at the end, the collective idea in the beginning as a whole, good idea or bad idea?
Oh, so bad.
Really?
Such a bad idea. But I literally thought that immediately as soon as she got... Just because I think that I'm a fan of Black Mirror, and this reminded me of a Black Mirror episode, that I knew immediately that it was going to be something bad. Because I just think that it's... I understand they're suffering, these parents are suffering, and that they're going through a lot of pain, but I also don't think that they should have the justice to kill somebody.
So,
but that's before we knew.
Right.
But you knew, you had
knew.
a hunch that something.
So I think my thought on it, if someone were to commit a crime, I'm not going to commit any crimes. This is smart.
FBI's coming for you.
This is smart.
It is smart because of the dark web, whatever.
I'm saying it's smart because she bought the knife that was killing somebody else.
It's not, and it doesn't go back to the person who was directly related to the...
Right.
Yes, I understand.
So I'm saying it's smart in that aspect because there's so many moving parts to it that everybody has an alibi and nothing is going to get tied back to anybody ever.
It doesn't get connected ever. Right.
So the fact, that's what I meant of like good idea, bad idea. I still think you agree with what you said earlier. Yes. It's a bad idea. We should not be killing people. But
I just knew immediately that it was going to be bad solely for the fact that I watched Black Mirror. This immediately gave me Black Mirror vibes. And it's just like the dark web and like, okay, this is like avenging your child who got wronged and like whatever. But I think that it is cool. Like the whole, not cool, but like it's an interesting thing. And I've never read anything like this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Here's the thought though with that. I don't think it's realistic because
I'm sorry, what? The collective
the
as
collective.
a whole? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's realistic. I don't think it could really legitimately happen because I think that there's too many people. It's too big that there wouldn't be more than one person who actually blabs about it. There's no way. There's gotta be more. It's Camille eventually tells somebody. But no.
She went to somebody's house.
Yes.
The person who got
and eventually she wants to try to tell somebody. And I think that it would be the reality of the whole thing. It would be that there would be too many people involved and more than one person would end up telling somebody and it would get shut down so fast.
Right. I mean, this is not realistic.
No, but in reality, I think that if something was like this, it would probably go for a while, maybe, but I think it would get shut down so fucking fast.
I mean, I don't know. Dark web's a scary place.
It is a scary place, but I think that from this story, I think that it's too big that it wouldn't follow through like it did in the book.
So
sorry about that.
No, what are you apologizing for?
I don't know. I talk too much.
I put down that the idea that you described it as a Black Mirror episode really is just, I mean, Black Mirror, if you just happen to come across this episode here, turn the collective into an episode, please. Make more seasons also.
Yeah, why have you not made more seasons? God damn it. Most recent season,
they only gave 3 episodes.
Miley Cyrus episode, meh.
The video game one.
Loved that one.
I thought Anthony Mackie?
Good. Yeah, it was Anthony Mackie.
I think I didn't realize that because
I didn't either.
Yeah,
because I didn't watch.
And they had another one.
Yeah, this one in between was it was the kid with the car and he was gonna shoot him. I don't know. There's something with a car and kid.
He was gonna shoot. Okay, I don't remember that.
I don't know, but yeah, but I don't know. Bandersnatch was really cool too.
Yes, it was. You know, they made that, and
that was legit.
They made that in like 2018 though.
Yeah, let's get it going, Black Mirror.
I mean, we are in a pandemic still, so maybe that's
let's get it going, Black Mirror. But yeah. No, but yeah, no. It really reminded me of. And if you like this book and have not seen Black Mirror, watch Black Mirror. Skip the first episode of the first season though.
First episode of what season?
First season.
What's that one?
Pig fucking.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah,
that is all you had to say.
Just skip the first episode and then you'll know.
Black Mirror, if you haven't watched Black Mirror, it's about moral dilemmas. We think something's a great idea and then there's going to be something that turns out wrong with it.
That's literally the best way to describe it. Yeah. And it's very futuristic.
That's true.
Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them are.
So we have this moral dilemma of, well, the people who are responsible for taking away these mothers' children are finally being punished.
Yes.
But is it up to us
to do that? Do we have the right to go and do this?
Do we have the right? And also, do we have all the facts?
And is it moral? And is it justified?
Right, because there was one person that I think Camille did her research on, and she was like, this person also lost a child.
Yeah, it was the very last couple.
And why are we killing them?
Exactly, the plastic surgeon.
Yeah. Oh, because it was like someone botched up somebody's surgery.
And killed them.
Yeah. And so she was like, I checked the news and there wasn't any articles on this. And
exactly.
And then the main lady was like, well, why would they put that in the news?
Right.
He's still practicing.
And then we come to find out the plastic surgeon's daughter, son, I don't know who it was, but their child passed.
Yeah,
got
they
killed.
lost a child.
Yeah,
I think it was his daughter because they mentioned how like he would always go to her grave and stuff like that.
Yes, it was the daughter. And then his wife also died. She committed suicide.
She was the one that was a part of the collective.
Right.
She was a part of the collective.
I forgot about that.
She told him,
and they came,
and that's why they ended up having to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this moral dilemma. You're being told that this man took somebody's child away, but realistically,
did he though?
We don't know for sure.
Right. So he could have not actually done anything
because they sent the people out to kill him because he was going to go to the cops about the collective.
Mm-hmm.
So we face this moral dilemma of like, you're doing these things and you're following blindly, but do you really know what you're doing?
Yeah. Are they actually? Is this actually justifiable? Is this right?
Right. Are they really bad people? No.
No. Are you? And then another question is like, say you're in Camille's shoes, right? You lose your son or your daughter, and then you go and kill. Okay, so like Wendy's shoes, you're in the collective for 3 years, and then you know you're killing multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you eventually feel guilty? I would feel so guilty and so panicky and so crazy all the time.
It would be on my conscience. I
would fucking go insane.
Well, I think that also happened to Camille too, because she like bought the knife and she was like, okay, that's fine. And then she finds out that the knife that she bought, she heard it in the news somewhere, like through somebody, that it was
related to another death.
It was the actual knife that she bought. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the fact that she went and was like, I'm in danger. I need to dig up the fucking shotgun that I was going to kill myself with.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
So at the ending, so there was just this little part in there that I kind of want to add. Her and Wendy had a really healthy relationship, I thought.
Oh, for sure.
They were
sure,
had the potential to be the best of friends.
Yeah, they like hit it off, like,
and they had this whole secret code of like, I'm gonna do this, like
through the Bachelor page that they were friends with on Facebook
to like talk about stuff and meet up and whatnot. So I really liked them together.
Me too.
Obviously, we find out at the end that shit ain't happening. So we find out at the end that Wendy is 0007 or 0007, 0001,
007, baby.
0001. She is this creator of the collective.
Mm-hmm.
She created it because she wanted to go after Camille.
Yes,
Camille.
Yes! I forgot about that.
Camille took her daughter away,
which Wendy's daughter was Camille's
therapist,
which Camille stressed out this is the story. Camille stressed out the therapist so much and called her
in the middle
and basically Camille's therapist was like, hey, listen, I can't help you. I think you need to find somebody different. We need to like not connect anymore. And then Camille called her in the middle of the night and woke her up, and she fell down the stairs and died.
Yes.
Not Camille, the therapist.
Right. Joan, the therapist, we find out at the end, was Wendy's daughter. So this whole thing comes like full circle. So now we have Camille, who we've been rooting for this whole time. Does your mindset change knowing that she technically took somebody's daughter away as well?
See, and here's my thing about Camille. I don't necessarily think she was guilty. I think that was an accident. I don't think...
Yes,
it's 1,000% an accident. I don't think Camille deserved... Okay, spoiler, Camille fucking dies, which is bonkers to me. She fucking dies. That shit blew my mind.
Well, she was given the option
to kill Luke, which they took hostage.
They took Luke hostage, and they said, okay, here's your last chance to save your daughter. You can let Luke live, or you can kill yourself, or like the will kill you. Or whatever. Something like that. So it was between technically her daughter or her.
Yeah.
So this whole time she's fighting to get her daughter's murderer essentially like punished, and then at the end you have a real chance to save your daughter here. Do you do it?
And she did it.
And that for me, when we find out that first we found out that Wendy was 0001.
Mm-hmm.
That one I was just kind of like, damn, I didn't see that coming. That's kind of upsetting.
I didn't either.
When we find out that Wendy's daughter is Joan, I had the book and I just set it down.
You're like, I need to take a break real quick.
And I was like, what the fuck just happened?
That literally blew my shit.
That blew my mind.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think I was home alone too. Like Josh wasn't here, and I was like, I have nobody to talk about this with. Oh my God, I have nobody to talk about this with. I just need to resonate with this for a little bit and like process what I just read, because that was just so good.
It was so crazy.
Is this a debut album? Jesus
Book?
Christ. Yes. Is this a
I
debut
don't
album?
know. Let me check. I can tell.
Because if she writes mysteries and thrillers, I want to read more.
She's so good. But take a break from her for a little bit, because you know.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. So I'll tell you right now. But anyway, so here's a question I want for you, since we're on the topic of the ending.
Okay, I have a question for you too after.
Do you think killing the main character worked?
Are you saying that you might not have liked? Are you saying did I like the ending?
I'm saying, so like, have you ever read a book where they killed the main character?
I mean, probably.
I don't think I've ever read a book where they killed the fucking main character.
I mean, they both die at the end.
Okay, that does not count.
I mean, I guess you're right. Maybe I haven't, but I think it worked.
That shit blew my mind. I've never read a book where they kill a main character and it isn't shitty.
I think.
Okay, wait. Here's an example. Bathhouse. They don't kill the main character, but one of the main characters, and that was absolute shite.
Oh, well, we hated that book anyway.
Whatever. But
I think if they didn't make it as an ultimatum,
it wouldn't have been
as good. I think with the ultimatum. So my question to you is, did you think for a slight moment that Camille was going to save herself? Because I did. Oh, I did. I thought she was, because she's been kind of selfish this entire book.
You know, she kind of has been, but I didn't think so. I can't remember though. I
wrote this right after I finished it. So I was just like, for a second, I thought she was, because Luke was unconscious. The only person that would have known that Luke died, because they dispose of everybody's bodies so well and so whatever, that the only person that would have known that Luke died would have been her.
That's true. That's very true. And
his girlfriend
would have known, because I don't know if he told her.
Oh, that he was going to her house.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I didn't think about that. For a split second, though, I was like, she's going to save herself. She's literally going to save herself so she can just continue on and just become at peace with everything. But then the way that they worded it of, you can either save your daughter or yourself.
I think that's what switched her.
If they were like, you can save Luke or you can save yourself,
I think she would have saved herself
different.
for sure. But she was like, you're my daughter. Yeah.
So
that's interesting.
For a split second, I was like, she's going to fucking save herself. That bitch.
Yeah, no, I don't.
She died.
That freaking was crazy to me. I also really loved the after chapter where it was
Luke
meets another person in the collective, and what's her nuts is there. Gaylin's there, who's also connected to.
Gaylin is the author's last name.
Fuck, what's her name? Starts with a G.
His girlfriend?
No.
G.
I'll find it.
You're in the beginning of the book.
I know, it needs to be in the beginning.
Okay.
Remember the girl who gave the card to Camille?
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. That's not, you're not going to find that. That's okay. I know who you're talking about, because she gave the card to somebody else.
I literally just saw her name.
Okay. Where is it? Greta.
Oh,
is it really?
It's something Greta.
Oh. I just guessed. It's fine. We'll say Greta. It's fine.
I'm close. I'm fine.
Okay. So my comments here are, I really thought that they were going to give up who 0001 was so easily. I thought they were going to be like, oh, here she is. Like when they went into the library. And
yeah.
I was like, well, we're going to find out. But it's just kind of because for a book that kept my interest for so long, I felt like there was one part of it that was going to fall flat, and it was going to be like a disappointment a little bit.
I was also nervous about this book being a disappointment too, because the way it was building up and how good it was, and like just how much they added, and like,
yep.
I don't know. I thought it was gonna also get like really dumb, but I really liked how it ended, and it shocked me.
I agree.
I also like that it was like very Black Mirror-ish, because I really love that show.
So let's see.
She also has other albums.
Sorry. She also has other books?
Yes, this was not her debut. She has a bunch of books, actually.
Interesting. I wonder if Book of the Month has picked up any of them.
I don't know, but a lot of her other books have gotten 3.7.
Never mind. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just kidding. I'll probably check her out.
But yeah, there's a lot of books.
So, do you have any other plot points that you want to talk about before we... Because I don't have any more.
Honestly, I really just wanted to talk about the ending, and I really wanted to see if how you thought about them killing off the main character.
That really didn't even didn't bother me.
I just literally, when she died, I literally sat there and I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever read another book where they killed the main character.
I mean, now that you're asking me, I can't think of a book. I'm sure I have, but I can't think of one.
I think that was really the craziest thing to me.
It was very good.
It was very good.
It was a very good ending.
I just want to... literally my first note I wrote down is kill the main character. And then... I think I've literally said most of the ideas.
Okay. So what are things that you liked about it?
I really liked the characters. I thought the characters were relatable. I thought that, not the whole Black Mirror thing, but the whole, like, a
moral
loss.
dilemma,
yeah. And, like, how, like, they felt deeply about loss of a child. And, like, I just thought they were very real.
I loved the coming full circle. That is always...
That's cool.
If I can read a book that comes for full circle and it's just kind of like, well, now everything makes sense and it just kind of happens again.
It's very satisfying.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think also I really liked... Oh my God, what was I going to say?
I loved the ending. I loved that they killed the main character. I think that's funny shit. It worked so well.
It did.
Sorry.
The collective as a whole, I know I kind of mentioned this, but I also didn't. I think it was a good therapy outlet as well.
Yes, I agree. I thought it helped her.
If it wasn't murdery.
If it wasn't murdery, but yes, no, I think it definitely helped Camille kind of find herself, and like kind of gain that confidence back that she lost from losing her child and then her husband.
Yeah, because he's like dating some 20-year-old, like
whatever happened with him.
Yeah. I had like one issue. I think that's in my what I didn't like section, but he showed up and he was like, hey, Camille, are you okay? I just wanted to check on you. Do you need anything? Yeah. And then just kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, he really did.
He just didn't come back. I mean, let me see.
What you were just talking, you said you liked the collective and the idea of it.
Yes.
I liked that with the collective. I liked that she didn't keep it mild the whole time. It got scarier and scarier and scarier. Like how...
Of getting caught?
Like the first...
Or...
No, like the first, like her first part was she got a knife. She had to mail a knife and a timer.
Oh, yes.
And then it like keeps going. And then she had to work together with Wendy to do
I understand.
tests.
Yes,
and
it
then,
got more.
And then, it just like heightened a lot. And I liked that. And I thought it made it scarier and a little more thrilling.
Yes, I agree. So one of the things, what I didn't like in my favorite characters, I talk about the same person, but what I didn't like is how often Luke kept popping up.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be eventually directly related to the collective.
I thought that Luke and Camille were dating in the beginning, and then when it brought up, because he like held her, he like gave her a hug and then kissed her forehead, and he was like, I'll always be here for you. Yeah. And I was like, okay, so she's seeing somebody else. All right. And then we find out that it was the person who had her daughter's heart. And I was like, okay, kind of weird that you're like sleeping with that person. Yeah. But then they were just friends.
Yeah, but they are weirdly close. And as a girlfriend of Luke's, I would have a huge...
Even with the age difference? Because it's not like they were the same age.
Okay, think about it this way. You wake up for work in the morning and you go get ready and you see this woman and your man on the couch laying together.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember
Okay, so
that.
it's like literally in the first chapter, he picks her up from the jail, and she's like, I just want to listen to your heart, and they both fall asleep.
I think it depends on what part of the relationship this girl came in at.
That's fair. That's
if
totally
she's been
fair.
around for a while, and she can say like,
well, I think that. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. God just gave it to you. I think that she's been around a while because at the end they're pregnant.
She's pregnant. Yes. Yeah. I think that would define, because if she was around, let me put it this way, not about the time length that she was around, if she was around when he needed the heart.
Okay.
I think that's different.
That's fair.
Because
that's
if
totally
you don't, I put this in the bottom of my favorite characters, we'll get there, but if you don't understand the not the concept, I don't want to sound like condescending, but if you don't understand the concept I'm going to use of organ donating, of like, you are walking around with someone who I loved once, a part of their
whatever,
right,
lungs, whatever.
And if I want to give you a hug and be like, oh my God, I can still hear that heartbeat, I once heard that heartbeat, like just the idea of being like, this is my daughter, or this is whatever.
Yeah, that's like connecting, and like, I totally.
If you don't understand that, then I think that might be different, because I'm jumping down. My favorite character was Luke.
Okay.
Because of how good he was with her.
Mm-hmm.
For being
very
so understanding.
And he didn't get frustrated with her.
For like, because I mean, I don't know if we've ever had this conversation, but my mom, when she died, was an organ donor.
Oh, okay.
Her lungs went to somebody who had like a bunch of lung transplants, and she was like not really gonna make it. I don't know if she watches this. I'm friends with her. I talked to her. She came to my wedding. So like when I first met her, it was a very emotional experience.
Yes.
Because she just, I love her. Name is Alison too, honest. Like, it was really funny. I don't know if she watches this, but I have grown to love her, and I've grown to like really respect her. She took, I'm going to cry. She took her lungs, my mom's lungs, and then went and ran like a 5K, got the medal and gave it to me. So like it really, she's the sweetest person. I asked her before COVID, I asked her to talk at my wedding, just to be like, my mom was talking at my wedding. I know I see you crying.
I'm gonna cry too. Oh my God.
So like, as someone who understands, I can't look
hate
at you.
it.
I can't look at the camera either.
I hate it.
As someone who understands organ donating and how special that moment is and how special that is for somebody else, it
resonates with you.
It resonates with me a lot. So like, I understand your question, and I don't know if I would be okay with that if I didn't understand.
Right, and you totally understand. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate that. God damn it, Morgan.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Why are you sorry? Thank you for sharing. You made me cry.
Okay. But anyway, I really liked.
No, I get what you mean.
I liked their relationship, and I liked how they worked together.
Yeah. No.
I hope. Can we just like have a close up of us crying, and that can be like the pin or the thumbnail?
Oh my God, Morgan.
Who was your favorite character? I skipped ahead a lot. I talked.
I don't know.
I still have.
I like Luke. I do like Luke.
He was the character I think that didn't do anything wrong. Also,
I know. That's what I'm saying. I like Camille.
Yes, I
like Camille, and I don't like Camille.
She made some dumb decisions.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I liked her, and I didn't like her at the same time. She was like, I think Luke definitely was like, moral wise and like goodness wise, Luke was the best, and like was the best to root for, and like was one that was like Luke.
I think we also don't understand Camille's pain.
Yeah, if we lost a child, I think we totally would totally get it.
I probably would have done
resonated with her
exact
more.
Same things that she's
honestly
done.
Probably same.
So I think it also that depends.
It depends. Yeah.
I agree though. She was a character that I wanted to root for, and then she was just kind of annoying. She was very selfish.
For sure.
She was very selfish.
There was a lot of times she was very selfish. I was going to say that it's interesting. I would love to get a book in Curtis's POV. Starting from that night.
Danielle?
What's his name?
Who the fuck is Curtis?
What the fuck's his name?
Who?
Harris. I like to make up names in my head. Anyway, I would love to have.
I should have just let you keep talking.
I know,
really
it's funny. But like, Danielle, I'm gonna stop you. You've been going on for too long. But who the fuck is Curtis?
I just the look.
How interesting would it be to get another book, but POV Harris, but getting it from the night of what happened, because we never really know if he actually did it, right? It never was confirmed.
Rather have Emily's point of view.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Because
but
I don't know.
Here's where I was going though. Harris's POV from that night, trial, to Camille joining the collective and what his experience was like with people stalking him, and
okay.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah, sorry,
though?
I interrupted you. That changed my entire answer.
But wouldn't it be so interesting to see what happened to him via the collective going after him?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be interesting?
Definitely.
And then like,
shout out Alison Gaylin.
Yeah, you made up. Yeah.
At Danny All Reads.
Pick it up. Yeah. That would be cool though. Like a different perspective. Yeah. I'm wondering if she'll write another book, because she does have a series, another book that's a series.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she'll write another book, Luke's perspective, because he was like, I recognized the woman giving the card to the woman, the organ donor.
I know what you're saying, and I think another point of view would be kind of cool.
Like Luke's point of view, that would be kind of different.
I don't know if I would want Luke's point of view, because he's not really involved at all.
But he kind of is, because he like vaguely remembers whatever the fuck.
So you're saying maybe just a point of view, like a naive point of view, just to be like,
it'd be interesting.
Well, this girl, like,
and like they meet, because I don't know how she'd write that though.
Yeah,
but very good book. If you didn't get the collective this time around for book of the month, you totally should, because it's very, very good. And honestly, from everybody who's read it on Book Instagram, they've also given it 5s.
Except for our Michael Myers friend.
Yeah. I'm disappointed. He's so funny, and I'm so sad. I don't know. I'm interested to see why he didn't like it. Because this is a book like I've never really read before. Like I've never read really anything that's like, yes, I've had things like Dark Web, but like I've never really had like Dark Web.
There's only so many things that you can do with a thriller, I feel like.
Yeah, and like I've never read a thriller that kills their main character.
You're really gonna die on that hill.
It blows me away. It really blows me away. But in like, it worked though. It wasn't bad. Like I feel like if you kill a main character, it could potentially be so bad.
I agree. Like,
you know what I mean?
The fact that it was a good question, because I really can't think of another book that I've read.
Yeah, I just think that like
where the main characters died.
Yeah, I just think that could potentially make a book really fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
And she did it really well.
Whatever.
That's the collective.
We just talked for like fucking 3 hours.
It was a good book. You know it's a good book when we talk 5 trillion years about it.
I know. I really liked this book.
Me
and
too.
We also went on a couple tangents, but that's fine. We always do. You guys aren't
It is
here.
what it is.
Don't act like we're doing something different.
It is what it is. Yeah, good book.
I agree.
Yeah.
I did enjoy this book. So,
I think.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. I was going somewhere else. If you're staying on this, continue.
No.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I hope we read more books like this, because it's really good.
Yes. What I was gonna say was, what?
I saw this book.
I'll be here when we're gonna segue.
I saw this post on Book Instagram, and it was 2 girls reading Bath House, and they both DNF'd it. Yeah, this girl, I commented and I said the book was awful, and she said, I got to 50 pages and then DNF'd it. And I was like, whoa! Wow!
She really, okay.
She really didn't like it.
Did you tell her about our podcast?
And did you want to watch it?
You want to watch how much?
Shout out to Booze and Reviewed, or we rip it apart.
So for December, this is coming out December 1st, so this is our last post.
Yeah, last of the year. Yeah.
Cheers. Oh.
Ding, ding, ding.
Anyway, we are not going to. Wow, I just took a huge sip of that. Clip that. We're not going to read a book for December. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about our top books of 2021.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So are we going to do our top 5 of 2021 and then we don't have to go deep. We can go deep into our top 5, but are we going to go through our top genre? Like, I think we should do our top 5 in thriller at least.
Okay, hold on.
So, okay. Ready?
Yeah.
So we have our regular top 5.
Okay, so
And
you're
then our
saying any
top 5
genre.
Yes. And then our top 5 thrillers.
Okay. We
Because
could.
we do read a lot of thrillers.
So with that, is that going to take up?
So here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
We go deep into our top 5.
Yes.
We mention our top 5 thrillers.
Okay.
Not go into them.
Do you still want to do the brackets?
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that.
We honestly, if we have a long episode for December
It's
or
fine.
for January,
It's-
bring in the new year, you know?
Yeah, might as well go out with a long bang, right?
So, and I think we might have a special surprise for January's episode. I'm not going to say it on here. You and I have talked about it. As soon as
I know what it is. Oh. No.
No?
Say it again. I actually really don't know what's
Okay,
going on.
continue talking. I'm going to write you a note.
Hello, my name's Danielle. I'm here today because I have no idea what's going on. And that usually is normal. For everybody who knows me well, I don't know what's going on. I never know what's going on. This is long. I clearly have no freaking clue. Oh.
What did I fucking tell you? You were going to know.
Yeah, I did
We can
know.
talk about that. We can talk about that. I don't want to give
Yeah,
anybody
yeah,
any
yeah.
hype for that episode if we don't know if we're going to do it yet. But we may have a surprise coming. 50-50 chance.
There could be a different surprise from what you were talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
So we are not going to be reading any books
For December.
specifically together for December. We're going to just continue reading as if we're just reading normally, and then we're going to talk about our top 5, and we're going to go deep into our top 5.
Yeah, we're going to talk.
It's going to be a long
lot.
episode,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And
I'm literally thinking of what the hell I'm going to put on my top 5.
and then we're going to go into our brackets. So I'm going to post on our Boozed and Reviewed
The bracket?
page our bracket so people can use it as well. I was going to say play along, but you don't really play.
Well, no, that would be interesting because it would be cool if we could have like a discussion, like actually like talk about other people's like books too.
Top 5,
yeah,
or even just, like, your
their number
favorite.
one. Yeah. And like if we read it or have heard about it, we could talk about it because that would be really freaking cool.
Yeah. Maybe what I'll do is I'll post on the page too about like
What was your number one read?
Yeah, and then we can be like,
21.
okay, so this person said
Yeah,
this.
that'd be
Maybe
sweet.
That's a good idea. All right, I'll figure out a way that we'll get.
I can
the
make
most.
something if
Okay.
you want.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Teamwork. Boom.
I'm really sorry. I felt that right afterwards. Do you have a mark?
No,
Those
but
are
golly, you could kill somebody with that.
Don't piss me off. So, with that being said, we have just a couple other closing things. We have our Bookstagrammer of the month. Who is it, Danielle?
Liz. Yeah, we love Liz. Liz is pretty much. Listen, Liz loves us. Not even that. It's just that
She loves our podcast.
She loves our podcast, and she's been reading along with us, which is really cool. Even if she's behind on her reads, she'll pick up the book and read it too, and then go back and
she's
listen.
also a fast reader too.
She's so fast at reading.
She's
It's crazy. But yeah, no, she's cool. She's so like she's been like really reading with us, and I think that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And that's why we like tell our books that we're reading in advance so that you
So
guys
people
can
can
read
read
along
along.
with us. Yeah.
Did I tell you that Liz reached out to me for the Bachelorette spreadsheet?
Oh yeah, the spreadsheet.
I didn't know that she watched Bachelorette.
Yeah, she does.
texted me and she was like, "So can I have that spreadsheet?" And I was like, "Wait, you watched Bachelorette? I had no idea." Yes, I can send it to you.
Liz is a gem. I love her so much, and she's just so great. She's just a good friend.
She
too.
really is. She's super supportive.
She's so nice.
She's so nice.
Yeah, yeah. She texts.
And-
We talk all the time. She texts me and stuff too. So
Her @ is @Liss LISS _ loves LOVES _ lit LIT @Liss loves lit.
and she's very, she reads a lot of different genres. She's not
She definitely does, yeah.
specific to one genre, and she's a quick reader. She's very, very quick reader.
I agree.
Yeah, and she's so nice. She's very, I don't know. I just love her. She's so great.
I think, well, you were friends with her first, and then I
Mhm.
think you like when it's like, oh, shout out your top whatever
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bookstagram pages.
You follow them. I do too.
I think she followed me
Mm.
and like reached out to me or something. I can't remember how we started talking, but it was something along those lines that like we tagged each other in something, and then we exchanged numbers. She introduced me to like that page where you can sell books.
Oh yeah.
She was like, I was texting her about that. She's super sweet, super nice, and
she's really nice, and she's very, very like she's someone that's easy to talk to.
And she added me on Facebook.
Did she?
Yes, I have her
she added me on Facebook too. Oh,
It's
she's so great, and she's in Buffalo area. Not to fucking tell everybody where she fucking lives, but whatever.
Maybe cut that out.
She texted me. No, it's fine. She texted me and said when I went to the Sabres game, she's like, "You're in Buffalo? What the heck?" And I was like, "Oh my god, yeah."
Yeah. We just have to have a get together for
I know.
New York Bookstagrammers.
We need to have a big hang. Liz.
For like anybody who's watching, who's in like the capital region area, Albany, Schenectady.
Holy God, tell us where you are.
Troy, like Danielle and I'm not gonna add like our freaking addresses, but like we're in the capital region area.
Yeah, meet us at freaking let's go get Starbucks and freaking walk around Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, our Barnes and Noble is Colony Center.
That's literally in the middle of everything, kind of. Not really, but whatever.
But if you watch this and you want to talk books, you want to have like
dude, come on,
book club.
Literally, we could have a special guest on here and have a big conversation. How fun would that be?
Here, just to like back up on Liz here, if we were like, Liz, you want to be a special?
She'd totally come on.
She would drive.
She would totally
5
come
hours.
and hang out with us.
She'd drive. 100%.
She would totally come hang out with us.
That's dedication, Liz.
Yeah, Liz is our like number one fan.
Every time it drops, her and Annie, I think, are like the
first two that like literally
oh my god, it just dropped. I need to watch it.
Yeah. It's because they literally like will read what we read.
Yeah.
I don't know about Annie as much, but Liz definitely has been keeping up with our reads. And
Annie's always supportive though.
Annie is so supportive. Yeah,
because she reads like fantasy stuff.
She's super into like she's deep in fantasy.
I know. Every time she posts, I'm like, didn't she
What
post
is
that
that
same
book?
book yesterday? Because all of the like
They
fantasy
look very
books,
similar.
they do look very
Yeah.
similar. And I'm like, Annie, you've been posting the same thing for like weeks, and then I go and I'm like, no, I'm just stupid.
It's true though. Like YA fantasy, which is her top like books.
Yeah.
They're all the same cover. They literally all look the same.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Liz. She texted me. I was like, I saw you finished All Good Indians. And she was like, we were going to trade books.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I'll send you the Maidens. And I'm like, Liz, I got to be honest. I don't think that's an even trade. And I'm like, I can't do you dirty. I'm like, I will send you this book for free without any trades. And she's like, should I even read it? I'm like,
no. And like, I mean, I also have the Maidens too. So if
I think you gave it to me. I already have it in my house.
okay.
Yeah, I have it in my house.
Was Liz gonna like give it to you? Oh,
we were gonna like trade and keep it.
That's a good.
Yeah,
that's
I was
not
gonna
an
say
even trade at all.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not even.
I mean, it's not.
I would have been doing Alyssa dirty, and I did not want to do that.
It's not an even trade. I didn't really care for the Maidens, but I also really
hated.
That's
because you read
Only Good Indians,
Silent Patient, and then read the Maidens. I'm pretty sure you read them pretty close in timeline.
Yeah, but I think it honestly worked because there's references.
Wow, please tell me you read this.
Fault in Our Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I cried like a fucking baby.
Holy shit, me too.
I cried like a baby reading that book, and then I saw it in theaters, and I
also
sobbed.
cried.
I fucking sobbed.
Ansel's in that, and I love Ansel.
And William Dafoe. He's the author.
Yes.
I didn't really put two and two together. No. The book, The Fault in Our Stars. In the movie, they love a book.
Oh right, yeah.
William Dafoe is the author.
Yeah.
They're really fucking shitty.
Ansel is in a new music coming out.
Ooh.
And I'm hyped to watch that. It's whatever, doesn't matter.
Oh well, I like him.
Congratulations, Liz. We love you.
Yes, I will be reaching out to you shortly for picture
and details about you.
Details about
we
you.
know a lot about you already, so
but fun Bookstagram details.
Yeah.
I like because even with people that we know,
yeah.
I want to ask them still because I can assume like for Annie, I know that her top genres are like fantasy, but I don't want to assume that. Like maybe
you don't want to assume Liz is like
yeah. So with that being said, do you have anything that you want to shout out? Say.
Yeah, I do.
Fucking say
really
it then.
freaking quick. Oh my god. If you're a Marvel fan, do not listen to this if you have not seen the Eternals.
This bitch is about to spoil Eternals. Oh my god, we're gonna get canceled. You can't. No, you really can't.
Fine, we'll talk about it next month.
We
Oh, we can also talk about Hawkeye because that comes out next week. 2 weeks. 2
I
weeks.
just told people that we're in the capital region area.
They're gonna come and
If
kill
you
us.
spoil a Marvel movie, they're gonna fucking kill us. I know I would.
Spoil anything. I just want to know your favorite character.
Oh, okay. My favorite character.
Only one. You can't pick 3. Because you're like, I like 2 or 12.
That's not fair.
You only can pick one.
I like them all.
They all are really fucking
And
cool.
Icarus is fucking hot.
Icarus and Bucky look literally the same.
I know you said that, and I was just like,
Mike doesn't agree with me at all. I'm like, how do you not?
in the theater, Josh was like, he looks really familiar, and I leaned over and I was like,
Bucky Barnes.
Sebastian Stan, and he was like, yep,
They
got
look
it. Yep,
exactly
they do.
the same. He's just like a clean cut version.
I think I really liked. I think Druig.
You like Druig?
He's really hot too.
You think he's hot?
Yes.
Okay, Annie thinks the same thing, and I don't see it.
Okay,
I don't see it.
but when his relationship with, I can't remember her name, Makari.
Yeah. Makari, yes.
His relationship
cute.
with her, they're so fucking cute.
They're so cute, yes.
And I think, honestly, I might like her the best.
Me too! I love her! She's so cool!
I think I like her the best, and I also really liked the Indian guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is.
The problem with that movie is they didn't say their names enough. Because, like, I never remember their names. Also, with him, though, never mind, I'm not going to say it.
Is that a spoiler? You can't say. What?
I'll tell you after.
What? Tell me.
You have a pen?
No. Yeah, right there. Who is your favorite Eternals character? You can only pick one according to Danielle. If you post 3, she's gonna come find you.
I'm going to come find you. But you only can post one. Post it in the comments. Even your favorite Marvel character. Okay.
Your favorite what character?
Marvel.
Oh. Yeah, that is a spoiler. Holy shit. You would have really just fucked everybody's day up.
That's why I didn't
So
like him. But he's funny as fuck.
that wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll tell
Hey,
you
tell me
after.
after.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
tell you after.
I liked Makari too. Her power is so fucking cool.
Yes.
And I love the sign language.
Yes. And I think also that's why I love their relationship so much more.
Cute. So
'Cause
cute.
Especially, I saw this on
He's so
TikTok.
good.
Yes, he is. I think he is. If I had to choose Icarus.
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 Or Druig.
Icarus is... He's
beautiful.
hot. He is
And his
beautiful.
like he's got like this like gray streak that goes
I
through
know,
his
it's
hair.
weird, but I love it.
Ooh, it's kind of sexy.
What if Mike dyed his hair?
Well, that's the thing. Mike has this weird gray streak right here, and I think it's the hottest thing for no reason.
Oh, interesting.
He has a weird
I've never
random gray
noticed.
streak. Next time you see him, you'll
I'm
notice.
going to be like, you're growing grays, Mike.
You're a little gray, bud.
Danielle making you crazy?
Listen, that's what Nick said yesterday to
well.
him. Anyway, but next time you see him, you'll notice.
I'm
Because
gonna
when
have
you
to,
freaking told me he drives like a grandma, I never noticed that.
Poor Mikey.
Now I know he drives like a grandma. It's so
Poor
funny.
Mikey. I know, but that was like our first episode, and he commented on it and
I
was
know.
like, I don't drive like a grandma.
You
Anyway.
do, Mike. Yeah, really do. That's all I had to say.
That's all.
Have you watched or listened or like anything mainstream that you really liked this week or this month? There's a lot of good things that came out this month.
Tiger King 2 came out.
Yeah. Have you watched any of
No.
it? I don't.
Did you see that Carol Baskin's husband is alive?
Wait.
The one that she supposedly fed to tigers? He's alive.
In
Real life. He's alive. He's in like Costa Rica. There's news articles. Look it up. I am not fucking with you.
I'll look it up after. That's going to be a deep dive for me.
He's alive, apparently. And she was like, she talked to the
Wait,
news.
did you watch the first season?
Of Tiger King?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there's a few people who I am around on a daily basis that have not.
Ugh,
And I forget who they are.
No, I watched Tiger King.
The guy who rides the elephant, BDE, for fur, and sure. You know what BD is?
No.
Big dick energy.
I don't like this. I think it's
Oh my god, I know what we need to talk about. How about the the fact that Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian are together. What is this?
I have a hot take. I think Pete Davidson is overrated, and I can't fucking stand him.
1,000%. He's ugly as balls.
He's ugly.
Got butthole eyes.
Oh.
Should we end the podcast?
He looks like he has pink eye all the time.
Yeah, butthole eyes.
Don't bring up a picture of him right now, please. I think it's time to cut. I think we have to say goodbye to our friends. Stop it. Stop. We have to say goodbye to our friends, Danielle. Don't fucking show up. All right. Goodbye, everybody. See you later.
This has been Booze and Reviewed. You can find me on Instagram, book Instagram at Danny Allreeds.
And I am at _bookmorgs_. The podcast is at Booze and Reviewed Pod. Find us on Spotify and YouTube. Don't show me that picture, Danielle. She's got it all zoomed up. All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.